Okay, now let's talk about nmea 2000. Now, in the last video I've shown the Albacombi uh, showing two tanks and one battery information. Okay, that's fine, but I've not mentioned basically anything about the nmea 2000. Now, the Albacombi, as it is, can show everything into their own screen or their own web server, and in itself, it's a monitoring system. Very capable, since it has many inputs with which you can almost measure and show anything on the boat. Now, if you happen to have an nmea 2000 display and you want to show this same information on the nmea 2000 display, or if you just don't want to use at all the monitoring web server that is integrated on the Albacombi, you will have to configure the nmea 2000 PGNs. Now, once we have arrived to the place we are at, which is with the analog channels already configured, it's pretty simple to configure the nmea 2000 PGNs. Now, because I don't have a display this computer, what I'm going to show nmea 2000 display, what I'm going to do is use a third-party nmea 2000 reader, which is a device that basically reads information on the bus. Now basically this will show, now this is connected to the nmea 2000 bus. Okay, right now the Albacombi has no configuration whatsoever, so no nmea 2000 channels or PGNs are configured at this moment. So the only thing that this device, this third-party device, is connected directly to the nmea 2000 bus of the Albacombi, and right now it's just showing the standard nmea 2000 PGNs, right? Address claim, product information, and configuration information. So product information, you see that this device is our Albacombi, and on the configuration information you see our own website and so on and so forth. Okay, but those PGNs will not show anything in your standard nmea 2000 display, either being Raymarine, Simrad, or whatever. Now, or Garmin or whatever. Let's activate one of the nmea 2000 PGNs. Let's go for an easy one. Remember that we have only 3 PGNs. Those are standard PGNs that any nmea 2000 device will send. Now, if I go to the Albacombi and I select, remember that we have 2 tanks, 1 battery. I go to battery status, and it says, what instance do you want to show? I say, well, instance 0. And what pin do you want to show? Remember that I had that the voltage was on pin number 7. And the second thing is, do you want to show current for this battery? I say, no, I don't want to show current for this battery. Do you have case battery temperature for this battery? I say, no, I don't have it. And if I had a shunt connected to the shunt inputs, I will be able to select current. But since I don't have it, I will put empty field data, and I activate the PGN. I press save. So what I've done is I have activated the PGN, or the nmea 2000 packet, which sends nmea 2000 information. If I minimize this and I go back to my third-party nmea reader, you see that I have activated a battery status PGN. If I go in there, you see that battery voltage right now is 10 volts. Now, if I go to the nmea 2000 full view, just to compare the data that I'm getting here, you see that I've got here 10 volts, which is exactly what I was getting onto my nmea 2000 reader. I move this a little bit up, say I have 11.9, around 12 volts. I go now to my nmea 2000 reader, and you see that battery voltage is 11.9, which is basically the same as I'm reading here. I'm reading the same in here. So if I connect it in this network where I have the third-party nmea 2000 reader, if I connect again a Raymarine or Simbra display or Lowrance or whatever, or Garmin or whatever, I will read the same battery voltage. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing, but with the diesel information, which is this one in here. Now, I'm going to minimize it so that we can see both things at the same time. So, okay, I'm in there. Let's see if I can minimize this, move this around here. Okay, I go to N2K, I say select the PGN. I'm going to select the first fluid level, instance number 0. That will be, this is arbitrary, so instance number 0 is the first tank, instance number 1 will be your second tank, and so on. So I've got instance number 0. What is the capacity of the tank? I would say 400 liters. Which is the type of fuel, the type of liquid that you've got? I would say this is the fuel level, and where the tank information is coming from, I would say from pin number 2. If I activate PGN and I press save, now you see that the moment that I've pressed saved, a new PGN has appeared. If I go to this place, to full view, I have my diesel indication in here. So you see that fluid level, it is fluid level 56.5%, which more or less matches the indication that I have in here. And if you recall, and if I move I'm moving manually the sender. Right now I have 21%, 22%, 22%, which is indicating the same thing. And I'm sending to the nmea 2000 network the tank capacity, which is 400 liters in this case. Now, which is what I said before. And as well, this is the Albacombi is saying to the nmea 2000 network, hey, I'm sending fuel level. Now, on the same way, I can configure, if I go to, again, nmea 2000, I can configure the second PGN for fluid. The first one it was configured. The first one, it was configured already for fluid level. And the second one, I want to configure. Now, because the first one I have configured as instance number 0, the second one has to be instance number 1 or upper. Now let's see, fluid level number 1 coming from pin number 2. So if I select fluid level number 2, this is coming from, this is instance number 1, capacity say 100 liters. This is fresh water, and level is coming from pin number 1 because I have already used pin number 2 for diesel. I activate PGN, and again I want to show this at the same time. The moment I pressed save, I've got another PGN in here with fluid level. So right now I've got battery status, battery coming from the Albacombi, fluid level, fluid coming from the Albacombi, and another fluid level coming from the Albacombi as well. Now if I go to this fluid level, you see that it's fresh water, which is what I have already configured, is showing 100 liters and is showing 38%. So in that sense, this is the way that I configure the nmea 2000 information and PGNs.